Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's TechBan, and welcome back to this dramatic reading of Order and Chaos by Tatsuro. Chapter 20, Worlds Apart. With the Deja united under a king, they wait patiently for the era to end. All signs pointed to a significant death, presenting a dramatic conflict to the entire world of Mundus, or at least the main continent of Tamriel. As such, all eyes were focused on the prophet of Sindori for when the grand event would happen, waiting with bated breath for the fun to begin. At least until Vermina goaded Discord into providing refreshments other than sushi for the grand wait. After that, breath was merely bated. However, as 3E 433 approached, and nothing happened. The Deja continued to wait for the unfolding of the predicted Oblivion crisis as the mythic Dawn cult plunged the world into chaos as part of a plan to open the gates to Oblivion, allowing the Deja to invade and bring about the greatest conflict of Arbus history. But events never unfolded. Hermie! Discord finally snapped when events still refused to unfold. What in Slith's name is going on here? Where's the war? There's supposed to be a world-shattering war! A moment, Hermiasma growled, still disliking the nickname. He began shifting through his tomes and other forms of stored knowledge. Eventually, he came across the appropriate passage. Here are events as they were predicted, he began solemnly. A young Bosmer mother, abandoned by Cameron, the usurper, the sire of her child, would starve to death, desperately trying to feed her child. And others would watch and do nothing. With nothing else to feed the child, she would feed the child her hate for those callous observers until she died. And the young Menkar would grow to hate the world for the way it was, and seek to turn it on his head. He found the mythic Dawn, etc., etc., etc. Discord blink. Something about that situation niggling at his mind. An old memory. And why? Hasn't that happened? Well, the mother in question is currently the head of a bordello specializing in breast milk. Menkar is a wealthy baker with a loving wife, and their children want for nothing. Hermiasma explained as he checked the history against the predictions. Apparently, the Bosmer woman somehow started producing unlimitless breast milk on the first morning star several decades ago. All eyes turned to Clavis Vile, who started at everyone with a hurt expression. What? You think I would do anything to upset the prophesied end of an era? We've all been waiting for it. Besides, I didn't actually grant any wishes that year. That was the year I met Discord. And his eyes widened, and he turned towards the Daedric King. Discord gave up his attempts at seeming innocent. He couldn't keep his whistling on key anyway. Well, how was I supposed to know that was important? I wasn't even a year old, relatively speaking. Mahar's dragon sighed gustily. Well, so much for a big conflict, he grumbled under his breath. Guess they're going to be biding time until the next era. I hope we still get a double keen after all this. Seriously, if Alden sends a rain check, I'm going to be put out. You should join us for that O&O game that was my challenge, Boithian offered, resting his hands on Dagon's shoulders. Maybe Disco will even let you be Game Master, and you can try and conquer us. Maybe. Mahar's dragon offered grudgingly. It's not like there's anything else to do around here in the meantime. I wouldn't be so certain of that, Discord spoke up carefully, once more drawing all attention to him. You see, I've been feeling a niggling tug ever since I achieved Chim. As though something somewhere was trying to draw me to it. I've been ignoring it Since first I was trying to take the crown, and now because we were looking forward to the Oblivion conflict. But with that not happening, is this about those dreams you told me about? Vermina asked curiously. Dreams that did not come from my realm? Dreams of ponies? Maybe, Discord aloud. I'm not entirely sure. However, I'm going to follow the tug. If it does lead there, he grinned widely, rubbing his mismatched hands together. Well, it will certainly be entertaining for all of us. The world I come from? Who knows? Maybe there's more of me. And he'll save us from that, Saragween joked teasingly, only for the gravy boat on the snack table to spray hot gravy up his nose in protest. Discord calmly floated through the air, hidden from all sight, physical and magical, as he took in the colorful landscape below him. While he was certain he'd never seen the world before, it was nonetheless familiar. Deciding to work his way from the top down, he flew to a castle that seems to have sprouted out the side of a mountain. Flowing through the halls, he found numerous ponies rushing back and forth to work, engaged in all sorts of activities. Two in particular, however, caught his attention. And not just because they were the biggest. One, a dark blue equine with wings and horns, had an aura that reminded him strongly of his beloved Vermina. Though a bit more domestically tranquil than Vermina had managed yet. Still, he sensed she had quite the core of mischief, which could be entertaining when she was awake. The other was a white equine with wings and horns, and a waving aura of a mane and tail. He somehow knew her instantly, though not her name. He felt they fought before. Confused, he made his way to a quiet hall, where several stained glass windows carried in them the memories of events he no longer recalled, touching his staff to them, and specifically the one that bore his own image. He found the memories waiting for him. As he took them in, he grinned widely. This was the world he came from originally, and it was time to take it back. It didn't take long to find his way. A small source of chaos in the form of 3 fillies guided him right to a statue garden, as they argued over the meaning of something as they left a familiar figure. His confusion, one was mumbling to the others as they walked away. Evil! A second insisted. Chaos! The third countered. Discord waited just long enough for them to be out of sight, then crumbled the stone shell that had once contained him with a touch of his staff. Watch out, Equestria, he chuckled darkly. The king has returned. Whew, and that's chapter 20 in the books. We're into what I refer to as the pony portion. For those, and I guess this is kind of redundant, but in the off chance you've stumbled across my work through some other reason, this is the portion of a lot of Tatsuya stories where you get to see the return to Equestria. And yeah, this is going to be fun. It'll be interesting to see, we've got a number based on the base characters, and these are going to be some of the longer chapters. But we're coming in, 15 left, holy crap. It's going to be fun times. Then I got the next one, and we're good to go. In the meantime, folks, my name's TechBan. I wish you all good luck, good hunting, and safe travels. I'll see you in the next one, my benditos.